Hi, Happy New Year's and welcome to another episode of No One Asked, but I Will Still Answer. With today's question, of course, being, why did I quit my monthly vlog slash recap slash whatever you want to call it? Well, the short answer is, I didn't like it anymore. But the longer answer is a bit longer. You see, it might sound a bit strange, but these monthly recaps of my life actually started to make me a bit sad. In 2024, I started making these videos for 3 different reasons. It would allow me to reflect on life, it would mean that I would no longer procrastinate on making videos, and it would actually get me started, which would allow me to become better at making videos while I figured out what videos I actually wanted to make. But in 2025, reflecting on life mostly meant realizing that I wasn't really doing anything. I was just working. Like whenever I looked back at the footage of the month, there was nothing there. Every single time I was just confronted on how repetitive life had become. And since every day after work I was just tired, I also didn't really have a creative spark to still make videos out of nothing. Like in 2024, I also didn't do that much, let's be honest here, but at least I still had the creative ideas of making a video out of nothing. Like, I made an entire video about an olive tree. Like, why is a recap of my month only 16 seconds? That is not good. You shouldn't be able to summarize an entire month in 16 seconds. And because I didn't really have this creative spark, it meant that I never really felt like editing, which in turn meant that I would still procrastinate all the videos. And that in turn meant that I wouldn't leave myself enough time to actually get better. And since my dumb empty brain is like, oh, you cannot start a next project before you finish the last one, I also didn't make any other videos apart from the recaps. So these monthly recaps that were supposed to get me going kind of became a burden to get me going. If that makes sense. It also doesn't really help for time that I started my own company with some friends, which requires a lot of time. And having friends in general also requires a lot of time. In 2025, I turned a quarter century old. And you know how around 25 they say your frontal lobe is fully developed? I kid you not, on the day or the second it turned to my birthday, I felt a headache like I've never felt before in my frontal lobe area. It's probably unrelated, but I still thought it was funny. But approximately around that time, while I didn't fully know yet what videos I did want to make, at least I realized a type of video I did not want to make. These monthly recap videos. So what is next for me and this channel? Well, in 2026, I mostly want to get my spark back. In general, in 2025, I wasn't really feeling happy. And I think that is very heavily related to not doing anything. And so my main goal for 2026 is doing more. Wow, what a revelation! What a revelation! But yeah, I know a lot of people won't really care about this, but that's okay because I'm mostly making this video for myself. In this video, I'm using the public commitment principle of life crafting. I want to make a public commitment that in 2026, I will do more interesting and fun things. And to motivate myself for that, I will of course make more videos, or at least more than last year. These videos will mostly be on the other channel where I upload my challenges. That doesn't mean that I'll fully abandon this channel. I won't dig this channel 6 feet under the asphalt ground. For example, I still have a video in the making right now about my latest holiday. But I will definitely put most of my attention to the challenges and some other things because I simply think that that will bring me the most joy. This channel will likely just become my not so private diary, or just whenever I feel like making a silly video about nothing. And luckily I can still easily make this decision because both of my channels are small anyways. Like and subscribe. But yeah, once again, Happy New Year's. I am curious what 2026 will bring us all. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful year, full of amazing memories. And let's all try to work towards happiness. Bye.